and you be on their level. Listen, I'm never giving up. Stand your ground, don't be too comfortable or too settled. Listen, I'm never giving up. When you hit rock bottom, it's only one way to go. Listen, I'm never giving up. Everybody got problems, how you handle them, no. Listen.
Hey, I'm John.
I'm Jonathan.
Welcome to the Formula. So we have a special guest in the building today. He goes by the name of Snoop. He does calisthenics. Snoop, how are you?
What up, man?
Say hello to the people.
I'm good. What up, people? Tired. Came in this morning. 12-hour bus ride. Caught a flat. All that good stuff.
You came from New York?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. So other than that, I'm all right. Just happy to be on the show with y'all.
Thank you for coming through. Appreciate that.
Alrighty.
All right, so let's get into it.
Yeah, we definitely appreciate you coming out, man. And all the way from New York, huh? What part of New York you come from?
Brooklyn. Born and raised, yeah.
Brooklyn.
Stomping ground in Queens, but mostly Brooklyn.
Good deal.
80% Brooklyn.
Okay.
Okay. That's about it. So
we just talking about, we want to talk about what Snoop does. Snoop, I understand he has a phenomenal team of guys and ladies that he worked with. And we want to hear about what you guys have going on, the competitions you guys do. It sounds phenomenal, man. Tell me a little bit about that.
all right, so real quick Snoop recap. My name's Snoop from Brooklyn, 34 years old. I'm a part of an international workout team. We're called the BarBarians. We do all calisthenics. For the people that don't know, calisthenics is just body weight movement. We're not in the gym. We're not lifting weights. We're not bench pressing. It's pull-ups, push-ups, primarily, whatever you could do with your own body weight.
And you're using no equipment?
No equipment.
No bands, no
to warm up,
dumbbells,
maybe.
nothing.
I'm in my mid-30s, so you gotta start the car. You can't just jump in it and drive, you know. So, yeah. Other than that, yeah, like I said, I've been doing it consistently for about 5 years now. Mm-hmm. Like I said, we compete, so we travel, we teach workshops. I've competed in Italy. I've competed in San Francisco, Sacramento, Virginia, all over. And that's just, I'm still consider myself like a beginner. So there's a lot more coming in store. But like I said, for the most part, it's just body weight exercise. And people are very surprised at the progress you can get with just your body weight.
Right.
Because, no shade to the gym guys, but, I can go in a gym and they'll look like, oh, how much you bench? I'm like, nothing.
Right.
I don't bench myself. I don't lift weights.
Right.
So you
and
can.
you feel like that's better. You feel like calisthenics is you feel like you get a better workout that way than going to the gym 3-4 times a week and pumping weight.
Because when you go to the gym, like when you bench press, you're targeting just your chest. When you curl, you're targeting just your bicep. So that's why what I tell people if you just want the look, then weightlifting is the way to go for you. Because, I want bigger arms. You know what to do. You want this. But with calisthenics, like when you do push-ups, it's mostly your chest, but you're still working your stomach, your back, your arms, everything. So you don't get the results as quick. But when you get them, you got them. Right. And that's another thing, too, with weights. And this is a personal experiment. Me and Strife actually really went through this. Little side story. Me and my homeboy Strife, we were going on vacation to Barbados. First time he was going, we want to look right. So we in the gym every day getting crazy. And we both got swole, like puffy swole. After the trip, we stopped working out. We deflated in like a week or two.
That's all it took.
Quick.
Because weights is literally like, Picture you're putting air in a tire that has a slow leak. If you could keep putting air and you'll look good, but if you stop with calisthenics, I know people that have stopped for like a month or two and you don't lose, like it sticks to you. It's like soul food. It sticks to your soul. Like it stays with you and you feel more functional. Because like I said, I play ball. So when I was on weights, it was kind of like, I look stronger, but I wasn't stronger. So I'm trying to box out somebody. They're not moving. you know, what with calisthenics, I actually felt stronger. So I feel, and that's just my personal experience. I'm not knocking weightlifters. You know, they have more science to it. But for me, body weight is way more functional. And like I said, you don't need anything. All I need is a floor to do push-ups.
Right.
Well, and in college, most college programs, they make you lift weights. Like, you have to be in a weight program.
But that's in the off season.
Right.
Because, like, you know, like when I played ball too,
you can't really do it during the season.
It'll mess up your jump shot. But calisthenics, that was...
So you think that'll work better for athletes?
I know it will. I know it will. Because I've trained athletes. And when I used to play ball, because I played college ball as well, our warm-ups were calisthenics. We would warm up with some pull-ups, with some push-ups, because, you know, it's the best way to activate your body, because it's just your body weight. Because I know weightlifters, like I said, no disrespect to these guys, I know weightlifters that can push up 400 on the bench press, but I ask them to do 20 push-ups. They're struggling.
They can't do it.
Yeah, so I'm like, what's the purpose of that if you can't lift your body weight?
Right.
You know?
Right.
So
right.
that's my whole thing. Like I told y'all before, I do it for the zombie apocalypse.
Just in case.
Yeah, I don't want to. I want to be able to throw the kid on my back, climb, run.
Right.
Like wait, it's not just about looking strong. It's actually about being strong, and I feel calisthenics is the best way to achieve that.
That's what's up, man. And so I have a child. I have a 6-year-old son, and he's very into sports. He play all sports. So how could that help him out in doing calisthenics?
Well, it'll help him a lot, because the best thing about calisthenics is, I don't know the scientific term, but there is something to say, like it boosts your like confidence. Like it's a natural form of a confidence booster, because you're working out, you know, you're confident, you present yourself that way. And like I said, if you're into sports, so you want to be the strongest, the fastest, the quickest, like whatever sport he's into. So calisthenics is, or just working out in general, is a good way to achieve that, because like I said, you can tailor make your workouts towards your goal. So if you're into basketball, you know, you do a lot of, depending, like let's say he's a point guard. The point guard game is speed and handle. You know, like I said, anything body weight is considered calisthenics. So just quickness drills, agility drills, all of that is considered calisthenics, because no weight is required. It's just you. When you add resistance, like a band or something, that's still considered calisthenics. That's like advanced calisthenics. Because I wouldn't say I don't lift weights. I'll still do pull-ups, but I'll add like a plate. I'll put a dumbbell in between my ankles or something like that.
Right.
So I guess technically that's weightlifting, but you know, that's that but calisthenics definitely is essential, especially when they're young. They're sponges. Was that his son you showed me? Doing the 30 push-ups? Yeah, stay on that. Stay on that. That took me at least late 20s to get that. So if he got that at 6, stay on that.
And the age doesn't really matter.
No.
So you can really do it at any age, and
I feel the younger the better, because they're sponges.
Because you can't really lift weights at 6, you know what I mean?
Right.
So
you can. I've seen some of those hardcore parents.
I think I've seen that too.
Does that stunt the growth? Because I know people say that if you start lifting weights too early when you're young, it may stunt your growth. How true is that, if you know of that?
I don't know. I would assume it doesn't. It depends, because like I said, some parents are like hardcore. Like I'm a big fan of just having fun,
right?
Like, you know, just making it enjoyable. Like I said, when I train with my team, it's fun. So like, let's say I get down and do 50 push-ups, and you do 51, so it turns into the word. All right, I'm gonna hit 52, then 53, then we might go for an hour or two, and you know, we had fun, but we just. Like, if we counted up, we just did like 1,000 push-ups.
Right.
Without even noticing. So that's what I focus on. It's not like, you know, like I said, but like with weightlifting, they have more higher end payoffs. You know, Mr. Olympia, these shows where they're on stage oiled up, getting all this money and stuff. So, you know, some people go harder. And when they're young, they absorb stuff better. That's why they say it's the same logic. Like when you're a kid, You can learn a language easier. You can it's the same logic with working out. You might not get the results. You might not look like me because you're still a kid. You're still growing.
But his son is probably way stronger than I am.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Even though I have the gym membership but I don't go.
Yep. That metabolism, bro.
But his son, I can't do 30 push-ups right now. Like I couldn't do it.
All right, let me write that down.
So I probably could. I mean,
when you go you go over to Italy. Tell me about the competitions. Like, what are you guys doing to compete? Like, what kind of sets are you guys?
Yeah,
doing?
what does that look like?
Yeah.
All right, so I'll tell it from a New York point of view because New York is like where everything started.
Okay.
We're like the originators, and I also host events. So I set up competitions, and if y'all check out my YouTube later, links in the description. Shameless plug.
Sure, no, absolutely.
Y'all will
plug
see,
away.
Yeah, y'all will see. I'm actually doing because we have competitions, then we have battles.
Okay.
So I want you to picture it literally like gangs in the 80s, where if you want a rival gang and I see you, it's legit on. But my man's is there with the cardboard and the beatbox.
Right.
And we about to get crazy. That's what this is. But with working out.
Okay.
So the New York scene, if you go into the wrong park wearing the wrong shirt, you might have to battle. And some of the battles are...
So just on the spot.
On the
Bam.
spot. And some of the battles are, let's say me and you.
Right.
We call it, this is an example, we call it shoot the tens. So you do 10 pull-ups, and as soon as you get off, I have to do 10 pull-ups until someone can't do 10 pull-ups anymore. So that's an example of the battles. And, we made it more, we have something called the bar club. Picture the fight club, but bar club. So it's like a one-on-one battle, and the routines are gruesome. But it's literally whoever finishes first win. So picture like the routine. It's tailor-made to who we have. So like, let's say I'm famous for my push-ups. They're going to put me against someone who's famous for push-ups as well. And that would be the core of it. Because we try to line it up like boxing, tail of the tape. Right. Similar weight classes, skill sets, things like that. So an example would be like, because I just did one on my YouTube. I'm dropping a video on Christmas. So it was a guy-girl. So it was me and one of my females that I trained versus another guy and girl group.
Okay.
So the guys had to do 10 muscle-ups. Muscle-up is when you pull up all the way over the bar.
Right.
And we have to complete 10. And when we complete 10, the female has to do 10 pull-ups. When she completes the 10, it's like a relay.
Right.
We got to do 10, 10, 8, 8, 6, 6, 4, 4, 2. Then after that, 50 squats, body weight, 50 squats, body weight, 3 times. Then push-ups, like 50, 40, 40, 30. And then it's basically whoever finishes first wins.
Wow.
And we were all literally passed out, gasping for air, crawling to our water bottles after, But like I said, it's a different feeling because it's not just you going in the gym doing 3 sets of 10. It's I'm trying to do this faster than you. It's a sport. So it's more intense. It's a different feeling mentally when you're doing it.
Yep.
Like when I feel like I'm tired, but I look up and you're still going, you got to dig down deeper. Like, shit, I can't stop. He's still going. And like I said, for me, it's friendly. The ego doesn't get involved. So it's not like slander or anything. It's just kind of like when it's done, I'm going to give me a month. Wait till I see your ass.
Right.
So that's basically how we do it. The competitions are more like a set standard.
Okay.
So it'll be like we have a competition. It's actually in its 22nd or 23rd year this year. It's called Pull Up Park Jam. It's the longest lasting calisthenic competition, and it'll literally be 2 minutes. So you can do pull-ups. You have 2 minutes to do as many pull-ups as you can. And that's just the standard of it. We do that 2-minute standard with pull-ups, push-ups, dips, squats, and dips. No, I said dips twice.
Yep.
Right? Push-ups, pull-ups, squats, sit-ups, and dips. So you have 2 minutes to obviously just put up whatever number. And we have judges, the form is all the way down, chin above the bar, no swinging too much. So the ref would be like, that doesn't count. You didn't go high enough. Right. And you just have 2 minutes to put up whatever number you can. So that's an example of the competition. But the battle is more like the competition is open to everyone. So we'll probably have like literally like 150, 200 people out in the park that day. But battles are more like one-on-one.
Right.
Me versus you, score to settle. I don't like John. John don't like me. We're going to settle it on the bar. I think I'm better than you. Prove it. One-on-one.
That's
it.
That reminds me of New York.
Yes, that's exactly what it is. So,
as far as diet, do you have any specific like recommendations as far as diet? Do you take supplements?
It sounds like they just burn it all off, man. It's like they just eat what they want and they can burn it all off.
That's what it sounds like.
yeah and no. So supplements, definitely don't do supplements because
so that's not necessary at all.
No, that's something that's kind of counterproductive and I would say lazy. Because
so I don't need no protein or no
because all of that's in your food. So like that's the more natural way.
Yep, I like
because
it.
there are certain things like you remember that's powder.
Right, yeah.
So if you don't drink enough water to filter that's just staying in your kidneys or what have you, and it's actually gonna damage you. So I would rather get it naturally, and that's more healthy for your body. So I won't say that I don't drink because I'm a very picky eater. Even before I got into fitness, I don't eat red meat. I don't eat fish. I don't eat a lot of things. I only really eat chicken and pizza. Pizza and French fries. I'll never give those up ever. I don't care how strong.
That's that New Yorker in there with the pizza, right?
Exactly. So diet wise, me personally, water. Because this is, you're exerting a lot. Like I was telling Nikki off air, your body is like 80% water. So you have to put that back. And water is almost like, just picture it as like a train. Like wherever, like if you have protein, like, because when you work out, you're breaking the muscle. You're damaging it. You're breaking it down. That's why they say you really get stronger with your rest, because that's when you're building the muscle to repair stronger muscle.
Right.
So the water is almost getting the protein to that broken muscle. It's like the Uber. So if you don't drink the water, and you put the protein in your body, it's not going to get to where it has to get.
Right.
That's where people get injuries and stuff because, they're not resting properly, because that's something I went through. I got 2 jobs. I live in New York. You need 2 jobs is the new 1 job. You can't really survive in New York with 1 job. So, I was sleeping 3 hours, 2 hours. I wasn't resting properly, and I ended up damaging myself. So the real gains, the real progress is in your rest. And the working out is actually the easiest part. And people's hardest part is the diet and the rest. So that's the biggest hurdle for most people trying to get into fitness.
Cool, man.
You got anything else?
No, man.
Oh, yeah. You have a podcast.
Yes, I do.
It's called The Open Bar.
Yes.
Bar with 1 R.
Yeah. OPENBAR. So
check that out.
Yeah, definitely have a podcast. Like I said, calisthenics has turned into a whole community. We're a sport.
You feel like it's growing?
Absolutely. I fully and wholeheartedly feel that we will be on TV within the next year or 2. Like easily on ESPN or something. Because they're already coming out. Not to brag, we recently just did a ad for Nike.
That's dope.
That is I just pressed something. That's in Herald Square, like on the big screen. ESPN has reached out. They want to get involved because remember, we're very similar to CrossFit,
right?
And CrossFit is super popular. We're like the strict uncle, like not to knock CrossFit, but they're real loose momentum.
We're jerky.
Yeah, we're the strict version of them. So.
You do real pull-ups.
Yeah, exactly.
Where they don't do real pull-ups.
Exactly. They not to knock them, though, because they getting the money. They on ESPN. They getting it. We trying to get there. So salute to them guys. But the open bar podcast is basically, because like I said, we're a sport, we're a community. So we discuss a lot of those topics. Like I said, a lot of people, there's a lot of opinions in calisthenics. Some people feel for a pull-up, you don't need to lock out. What we call lockout is coming all the way down. You don't have to get your chin above the bar. So, it's just to discuss those topics. Like, how do you think we are going to grow debatable topics to come to some kind of solution. You know, setting up competitions, things like that. So check it out on the YouTube. The YouTube is CIK space Elite, CIK space Elite, ELITE. So we have a lot of content on there as well. A lot of tutorial workouts, like for beginners, for advanced, for experts. We do the podcast where we discuss these topics. You know, we talk about like how to heal properly, how to you know, just keeping constant motivation, because the biggest part of fitness, any level of fitness, is just staying motivated. Everything starts mentally. You know, some days you just don't feel like working out. Like I told Nikki off air, a lot of people work out just because my birthday's coming up or I'm about to go on vacation. And then once that is done, it's like, okay, I'm done. Mission accomplished.
Right.
But it needs to be a lifestyle. I haven't worked out in 2 days, and if y'all notice, I'm kind of shaking. Like I feel like I ain't brushed my teeth, like I ain't washed my ass. Like it becomes addictive, but a positive addiction, because that's how you're gonna get the results. When you don't look for them, when you just do it because it's Tuesday.
Right.
But I like that consistency is key.
Oh yeah,
I like that.
Absolutely, and that applies to everything. That applies to working out, eating, schooling, brushing your teeth. You got to do it constantly. If you want to see change, you have to. You can't do it once in a blue. Basically, that's the motto of the brand.
Cool, man.
Where can people find you on social media?
I ain't putting my Facebook out there because I had Facebook back when you had to like put your college info in.
Right. Yeah.
So I got my whole government on there. But my Instagram is Snoop with 3 O's _ fam first. That's my Instagram. Right. And on my YouTube is CIK space Elite. I'm also featured on like a lot of other pages. That's Good Money is one of the good ones. I just did a couple features for him, and that man gets like 20,000 views minimum per video.
Nice.
So like I said, there's a big market for calisthenics. We're just tapping into.
But you don't do a class. Like you don't charge people to come train with you.
Well, actually, like I said, I'm part of a team called the BarBarians, and we do teach workshops. Because our specific style is unique and it's copywritten. So we teach classes. Shout out to my mentor, Zeph Zachavelli. He's the leader of the BarBarians. And like I said, we're an international team. So we've been to Italy. We've been to New Zealand. We've been to Singapore to teach classes. So we're now getting into the U.S. market. We've done a class or two. We've done 2 classes in San Francisco. And it's really just on demand. So we teach our specific style, and we travel internationally to teach. So that's primarily where I do my teaching. I don't do it with my sub-brand because, you know, I'm a barbarian. That's the only style of training I know. So I'm not going to teach a style that, you know, that's a whole different avenue. The consistency is key, is just more of a motivational thing. It's like the everyday person. Like I said, my wife is a mother of 2. She started off doing push-ups on her knees. So, you know, she teaches the struggles of like postpartum, coming back after having a baby, the snapback. You know, every girl talks about the snapback, the fupa. Like, you know, targeting those women areas, you know, the guys that want to do it but don't have the push. Because like I said, what I notice is the real key to working out is the partnership. I don't knock people that can work out by themselves. I feel they're stronger mentally. But like when we work out together, and with this day and age, I don't need to be with you to work out with you. We got FaceTime. You could send me a video. Right. We have different avenues. But that push gets you through it. I'll go to the gym and I'll leave in half an hour. But if I go with somebody, we'll be there for 2 hours. Because, you know, we talking about our day. Right. I'm telling you how my wife pissed me off. And, you know, we just working out in between. You know, it's that's why I say I don't look at it as working out. I look at it more as training and hanging out.
Right.
So it's just like, yo, like you said, like what we doing now. Like imagine what we doing and whoever's not talking just does 10 push-ups. Right. For this little 20-minute conversation we had. Right. We would be at like 200-300 right now. You see? Right. So that's my mentality when it comes to this. And that's what I try to teach. That's what I try to pass along.
Yeah, man. Snoop, definitely appreciate you stopping by, coming all the way from New York, man, to North Carolina.
Doubt, man.
Definitely appreciate you, bro.
Thank you for having me.
We could talk to you forever, man.
But yeah, we really
great
could.
conversationalist, man, for real.
Thank you.
But right now, Snoop has to go beat us up in the gym.
Yeah.
He gonna show us a little bit about what he got going on.
Yes.
So check him out, the Open Bar podcast. The BarBarians. That's the team.
That's the
athletic team.
Yep.
Snoop with 3 O's _fam first at Instagram and CIK Elite at YouTube.
Correct.
CIK space Elite at YouTube.
Yep.
Thank you for coming out, man.
Thank y'all, John and Jonathan.
Thanks,
Appreciate
man.
y'all.
Thanks, man. That's the formula.
For a reason to flex, it seems as if everybody season is next. A bunch of salty niggas like you're trying to season a vet. I see them, different degrees of respect. Shit talkers get checked, bitch niggas get X.